About 6,000 people are displaced in Lobonok County due to the conflict which happened on the 20th of August. The community make alarm to Bari Community Association to mobilize funds for the support of the people in the county. In response to the call made by the communities, the Bari Community Association in Juba donates humanitarian assistance to the internal displaced persons in Lobonok County today. The donation came as a result of current conflict in Lobonok County that caused displacement to the communities. In an interview with the deputy chairperson of Bari Community Association, Marcella Kapuki said the association is donating food and non-food items to the communities of Lobonok County as part of their solidarity to the community. Kafuki urged the government of Central Equatoria and well-wishers to continue supporting the communities.
فالمكتب حقيقة يعني هدف تا بي سي عشان أنا بقدر أرفع مستوى تا باري وأنا بعمل تنمية وأنا بطور الثقافات في المنطقة وكمان أنا بطور الموارد الموجود في المنطقة عشان بيكون لخدمة بلد وفي نفس الوقت أنا نعمل استقطاب دعم من باري عشان بنقدر نقدم خدمات لباري خاصة في مناطق كوارث يعني في كوارث طبيعية يعني زي فيضانات ان احنا بنجيب مع اهل فعشان كده ناس مجتمع لبنان جانا هنا يعني هم متأثرين يعني في displaced هناك في نازحين والنازحين ده محتاجين للمساعدة فده الهدف نحن قمنا بجمع الدعم ده عشان نحن نساعد به النازحين الموجود في لبنان فالدعم ده ان احنا جمعناه من باري ومن تجار عندنا تجار عندنا اولاد عنده ولاء بيحبوا بلد وفي ناس كتير نقدم مساعدة والمساعدات دي هنقدم للبنان وفي منهم ان احنا قدمناه لمانجالا فنحن ليه دايرين نقدم مساعدات دي نحن دايرين نقدم مساعدات دي عشان في ناس متضررين يعني أطفال نساء ده ما بيقدر أجازة ناس الأجايز ما بيقدر إلا نحن كأيالهم لازم نحن نقدم لهم حاجة بسيط دعم حاجات اللي أنا ليمو في زي 40 كيس ده جيركس زيت وفي صابون وفي جنجارو وفي ملابس وفي دقيق زي 200 سوال دقيق وفي ملح زي 40 كيس 40 كيس دي حاجات اللي احنا لقيناه وفي حاجات تانيين صغار لكن ده ما وقف على ده نحن لسه الشغل ده ماشي مستمر قدام ولحد ما كان بقى ما في مشكلة فحاجة أنا داير نقول يعني أن احنا دايرين سلام يعني كان في سلام بيكون ما في ذاته أي زول بيكون مرتاح ما في مشاكل أي زول بيقعد في بيته يعني في فكرة حقي مشاكل الموجود في لبنان هناك يعني أكثر مشكلة المتأثر مشكلة أبقار يعني في أبقار عابر من احتجاج الشمال باري لجنوب باري وأبقار ده كمان يعني عنده ضرر بقر وزراعة ده بيجيب مشاكل وبقر ذاته بيسبب عدم الأمن فعشان كده ان احنا يعني دايرين حكومة حقنا خاصة في الولاية برقم لسه هو مكون يعني مكتب لكن ممكن يتعمل مسألتين والحكومة الكبير تا جنوب السودان اللي كتب قوانين قوي عشان زول ما يمر من ولاية لولاية تاني الكيفو ويجيبوا بقر ويجي يلقبط ناس وخاصة ان احنا في موسم تاع الزراعة حسا موسم تاع الزراعة وزايد أبقار ده بسبب مشاكل بيكون ما في استقرار في محل والمواطنين ما بيكونوا مرتاحين ان احنا كلنا واحد دايرين نعيش مع بعض لكن كل واحد يحفز يحفظ ويحترم الأجانب التاني، وكده إن إحنا بنعيش في سلام. حاجات دي ما بيتم لأسر في لبنان طبعا. قال يعني أي زول بنود قدر القوة دي القوة إن إحنا لقيناه، لكن أنا قلت هنستمر يعني ما وقف، إنما دي الدفعة الأولى إن إحنا هنسلمه، وفي دفعات تاني جاي، لأنه في ناس عمل لنا وعود يعني في دفعات تاني جاي والشغل هيستمر. يعني ده ما أول إن إحنا شهر 7 كان دعمنا منقلة، يعني زي دفعتين كده إن إحنا رسلنا حاجات لمنقلة، كان في مشاكل حصل هناك، صراعات هناك حصل، إن إحنا كان دعمنا منقلة. يعني كان ما كفاية، لكن كان هم مبسوطين يعني في دعم إن إحنا قدمناه. ولا من معلومة طبعا حاجة الزول بيسمع ده يعني ما بيكون زي زول القاعد هناك. يعني المشاكل هناك نازل حاسة قال قاعدين في معسكر حسب معلومات الجانا هنا، فقال في 3 معسكرات، في معسكر في يافا وفي معسكر في كيتوان كيتفو. فعشان كده مين ما نحن سمينا قال نازل في معسكر، إذا زول في معسكر ده بيكون مكتفليات ما عنده حاجة إلا دير دعم، إما من منظمات ومنظمات فعلا. يعني نحن تركنا أبواب المنظمات، لأن أنت بتعرف المنظمة لسه في إجراءات، عشان يجي يطلع حاجة في إجراءات. لكن نحن فكرنا كيف نحن نستعجل من عندنا حق المنظمة دي يجي يلقانا قدام. نحن لازم نقدم خدمات إصالة بسيط، إصالة دقيق دي أمون مديدة بس لعيال، ومنظمة يجي يلحقنا قدام.
Meanwhile, the chairperson of Lobonok community, Hugo Timothy, appreciates the effort made by Bari Community Association in Juba. He calls for the government to implement the peace to end the suffering of the people of South Sudan.
We came to the Bari Community Association because they have felt our problems of Lobonok, and they are trying to give us assistance for the displaced people within Lobonok. And today they presented us with 200 bags of maize flour. There are some items like clothes, we have oil, and many assistance that they wanted to help with the people of Lobonok. Of course, we in Lobonok had been displaced, most of the people, due to some insecurity incidences that has happened. In fact, we have communities that are living in other people's bomas, and because of that, it is rainy seasons, people are without blankets, children are having issues. The farmers, they have left their field without cultivating, and all this has become a problem to us as a community. And indeed, we are not by ourselves, that we asked any other community, and particularly this one today, they felt the problem we do have, and they gathered us all, from our honorable to our chief of the villages, plus our executive director. We were all here gathered to receive the assistance this community of Bari has donated to us. And in this matter, this is our short meeting for receptions of the gift presented to us by the Bari Association. Well, Lobonok is not an island in South Sudan. It is part of South Sudan, and it is faced with the problem that most people of South Sudan are faced with. We in Lobonok, of course, we had felt the security incidences because of rebel activities around, and those clashes between the rebels and the government forces has always lie on civilians who have issues. Most of the civilians are displaced, and in that matter, that is the issue, actually the main objective of the issue, why people are displaced and why they are hungry. Had they been in their places without issues of insecurity, no one would complain, no one will look for help from anybody. So those are the problems that we face in Lobonok. You know, concern of the community is the concern of everybody who is concerned. In that The government are trying their best because they are the prime guarantor of every civilian in his own capacity to stay in peace. They have moved, they have beefed up the security, they wanted everyone to stay in safe, and that's why they have responded quickly there. But the community of Lobonok has never experienced a lot of presences of security forces. It will take time in which they will understand on the civil-military relationship kind of stay within the community. We are also looking for the responses of the Central Equatorial State government. They should move in with a lot of governance apparatus, like trying to provide the police, trying to send people who will work and guarantee how conflict is solved and how community can stay in peace, such that they move on with their own day-to-day life. Well, indeed, you know, the number of people displaced, based on our observation and based on the information from our chiefs, based on the executive director analysis, there could be around 600 family heads, and in each family there could be around 5 to 8 children or members of the family. You multiply 600 times 10, you will get more than 6,000 people. So those people are displaced, and what we have now given today is very little. That will not even take a week. It is around 600 bags, 200 bags of maize flour from only a single association. That thing is just a sign of solidarity. It is not solving the issue of hunger. It is not solving the issue of how to make people stay in safe, in security, stability. It is not. What we know is when a population is displaced, they leave their field. They are not there, and that field is what can produce for them food. Now, if they leave from there and they are no longer cultivating, there is already a problem. There is already a problem. So, in a holistic sense, what we want is peace. Having a good peace or bad peace is better than not having a peace. So there should be harmonious kind of understanding that you bring everyone on board and try to understand the issue. What is the problem? Please, how can we handle it? Youths are having issues. To start with, the youths of Lobonok, they are farmers. The youths, they are hunters. The youths, they are gold miners, and they cannot go to the field. They cannot go and hunt for animals that they used to have, and they cannot even rear the animals they have. They cannot move approximately outside their territory of fear. There is a territory of fear. That circumference is already a problem, and with that, obviously, they will look for a place is maybe migrate, coming to Juba, or even go to Uganda if the border is open. They will move away because you don't give them the progress, you don't give them the facilities, you don't give them the security. They're already in problem with that. Well, you know, the UN is a peace-building organization. It is an organization set on the principles of stability and peace in the world. So with that mandate already, there is that hope, that holistic hope of peace. The issue of cattle, this has been existing for many years, and it has really affected the cultivation process. You know, living with agriculturalists and the pastoralists at the same time, there's always a clash. It is a natural clash. And I know many people have been trying to solve it, whether it being the government, whether it being the national dialogue people, whether it being the communities. All of them are trying to solve this issue. Secondly, cattle will always cause issues in the farm. They will eat crops, the farmer will go hungry, and they will get annoyed with the owner of the cattle. And if they get annoyed, it means they will be fighting. And when that fighting happens, it will increases to the level of people who wanted to solve it. In that way, we will always ask that let cattle keepers stay in a place that does not disturb the people who are cultivating agriculturalists. So there should be no this mingling of communities of pastoralists and communities of agriculturalists staying in one place, because it will always bring conflict. And currently we have flooding in the country. This flooding itself has caused other communities to just abandon. By the law of nature, you will always also move away. So all those things can also bring clashes to others who have not thought that these things could happen. Well, the government has to set up a group of people, find out solutions, and give recommendation to the higher authorities in order to implement. They have the upper hand, they have the bigger shoulders, they have the forces, they have the police, and they can guarantee when a law is passed, and they use the apparatus in order to implement what has been passed. So this is the role of the government.
Jennifer James, Dolco Media, Juba.